Welcome to JazzTime.com. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online. If you want to know the price of the watch, simply click on the links in the description below. If you enjoy our videos, we greatly appreciate it if you buy a watch from JazzTime.com once in a while. Today we'll be reviewing the Rolex Datejust 36. This is the model number 126284 RBR. We'll be going over the dial, bezel, case, crown, bracelet, clasp, and we'll talk about the movement towards the end of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here as we jump in right into the dial. The dial configuration I currently have in my hand here is the white mother of pearl dial with diamond hour markers. We have 10 diamond hour markers set and fashioned in 18 karat white gold setting. So from the 1 to the 2, skipping the 3 as the 3 o'clock position has a cyclops lens, or rather has a date window with a cyclops lens on the sapphire crystal for magnification and easier viewing of that date. The date window itself is actually bordered by an 18 karat white gold setting as well. As you can see, that nice little bordering to add a nice little contrast and depth to that date window. Besides that, the hour markers continue from then on to the 4 all the way to the 11 o'clock position. The 12 o'clock position is replaced by the Rolex crown logo as typical of Datejust watches. And then we have the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust name right underneath that crown logo. At the 6 o'clock position, we have the Superlative Chronometer officially certification text. Here it says Superlative Chronometer officially certified, which is basically Rolex saying that they've double tested their watches within Swiss specs. Of course, this is being the most luxurious of the, really just the most luxurious of Datejust models. We have a beautiful diamond set, and then we have mother of pearl, which is the top of the line dial. As you can see, very beautiful dial. It's not very similar to the sort of sunburst features that you would normally see on Datejust watches, as each mother of pearl slicing will actually be very different. So what you see on this video might be, what you see in this video is not exactly what you'll get for the mother of pearl dial. It should be something very similar, but each one is unique in their own way, and they reflect light in various ways all around. As you can see the light sort of being highlighted in various areas with various contrasts as well, but like I said, mother of pearl reflects light much differently. Alright, so besides that, if you're not interested in the mother of pearl dial, this doesn't do it for you, and the diamond hour markers don't really do it for you either. You have numerous different options. The Datejust watches are just your the dress watch from Rolex, so there's numerous different options you can get. You can get in a silver dial, black dial, blue dial. I believe they have it in a purple dial called the Aberdeen dial as well. You can also keep it on the hour markers if you'd like, or the diamond hour markers if you like. So some of those variations come on the diamond hour markers, and then if not, you want to tone it down a bit. You enjoy the diamonds on the bezel, but you just want a little simpler faced watch. Then you can also get it in index hour markers or Roman numerals as well. Like I said, numerous different options for the Datejust watch. And then you can check that all out on the link in the description below. Alright, so moving on to the bezel now. As you can see, sort of the star of the show is the bezel as well. Specifically for this model, the 126284 RBR, this specifically is the Datejust 36 model with the diamond set bezel. So if you're looking to stand out really visually from the face of the watch, then the diamonds is the way to do that, as other 36 models have the smooth steel bezel or the fluted white gold bezel. Both are very good options too, but if you really want to stand out, then of course, why not do it with diamonds? Diamonds is the way to go. All right, I believe the total carat weight of these diamonds, I believe, is just under 1 carat weight of diamonds. It was around like 46 to 48 different 46 to like 48 set of diamonds for this watch. You can count it yourself if you would like to pause the video, but that's typically around the count for the diamonds itself. But that's pretty much all there is to say about the bezel. It's just a diamond set bezel set on a 18 karat white gold setting, and very beautiful overall. Will capture light very nicely in the sunlight in conjunction with that mother of pearl dial. Moving on to the case now. The case, as I mentioned, is a 36mm size case, as it's a Datejust 36. So from an index finger to my thumb here, that's 36mm in diameter. side profile view of the watch. A very beautiful high polish that matches with the high polish from the setting of the bezel as well on the side, and also the high polish on the sides of the Jubilee bracelet. On the other side of the case, same thing, nice high polish with the Rolex crown logo on the crown itself there. A little underlying marker underneath the crown logo is basically saying that this watch is a twin lock double waterproofness system. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the crown functions along with that. So what I mean by double waterproofness system is that it gives this watch a water resistance of 100 meters and 330 feet, which is typical of most Rolex watches that aren't, a crazy diver's watch that goes 1,000 feet. But most Rolex watches are rated for that 100 meters or 330 feet nowadays. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the crown functions. I'm going to unwind the crown counterclockwise here for a second to bring it to the first initial position where it's in. So in this position, you can actually wind the watch about 15 to 20 clockwise turns is what you need to get the watch started from a dead stop. Pulling the crown out to the next position will allow you to adjust the date instantaneously. As you can see, very quick and very easy to adjust that date by going clockwise. And then pulling the crown out to the final position will allow you to move the hands bidirectionally however you like, set the time however you like. One thing to keep in mind is that once it's out at that final position, it will actually stop the second hand. So as you see, I stopped at the 10 o'clock position there, and that allows for precise time settings such as to an atomic clock online. You can set it down to the exact second, and then press the crown back in to start the second hand once more, and then always make sure, once again, screw the crown nice and tight in against the case for that water resistance. Alright, moving on to the bracelet now. The bracelet is a beautiful Jubilee style bracelet. It's a 5-piece link style bracelet with a nice satin finish of 904L steel. Actually, the whole bracelet is made out of 904L steel, which is an in-house steel made by Rolex that I believe has additional corrosion resistance and a nicer shine to it overall than just the standard, I think, 316L steel. So it's a nicely brushed finish on the outer of the 5-piece links. Center 3-piece links are smaller links that are nicely mirror polished instead. And then moving to the back, you can see instead of a previous model which would have the concealed folding crown clasp, they opted to use a folding clasp for ease of access now. And then it still keeps the same patterning of the high polished center finish on the outer edges. And then moving on to the other side of the Jubilee bracelet, same thing throughout the bracelet. And of course, you still have the tapering from the first link down to keep the watch in a nice proportional view overall. So once again, you can see this tapering of the links actually keep the watch in proportion. Alright, so moving to the clasp now. Clasp is simple folding Oyster clasp, which will open up as so, revealing this nice high polished clasp blade that has a Rolex name embossed beautifully on there. So as you can see, and once again, I'm going to close that up. You can see that clasp, nice curvature that will sit underneath the wrist comfortably, and there it is. Alright, moving on to the movement now. Movement is housed in this Oyster style case backing, which has a satin finish on the very top edge of it, and then on the outer edge we have the nice mirror polish once more. The movement itself is an in-house movement made by Rolex. It's the perpetual mechanical self-winding movement. It's their new style. It's their new 3235 movement. I believe this one was released back in 2015. To replace the 3135 movement, which was a movement that had 3 decades of use. So it was a very tried and tested movement. But Rolex has now decided to move on to more in-house made parts for the newer style movements. So we still have that precision of -2 + 8 seconds a day that Rolex is known for, as they double test their movements opposed to just doing one Swiss test of being within that Swiss specs of -4 + 6. We have the -2 + 2. It has its simple functions of the hour, minute, and seconds hand with the instantaneous changing of the date and the stopping of the seconds hand as well, as you've seen that I used with the crown functions. Also, the oscillator is still the same thing in terms of the paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring, so aids in resistance against magnetism. But now instead of the KAF shock absorbers, we have the Paraflex shock absorbers, which is in-house made by Rolex, which they claim absorbs 50% more shocks than that KAF shock absorbers. Also, we have a higher power reserve now because they added the Carnegie escapement, which is the newer style escapement wheel made out of a nickel phosphorus and a skeletonized as well. The nickel phosphorus helping with reduction against magnetism, and the skeletonization helping with reduction of inertia. So it helps keep precise time setting while also aiding in energy efficiency. So with the previous 3135 movement, you would have a power reserve of 48 hours. So now we have a 72-hour power reserve, which is pretty much practically another day and an hour reserve. So you can put this watch down on a Friday evening, pick it up on a Sunday evening, and it'll be keeping time just fine. All right, moving on to trying this watch on my wrist now. So we're going to locate that folding Oyster, open it up as so, place that on, and there we are. I have an average man size wrist of a 7-inch wrist, and you can see it fits sits perfectly on my wrist. You can see that mother of pearl, even though it's it's pretty much white on steel. It still looks absolutely gorgeous. It just reflects light in just a very unique way that makes it so appealing to look at. And you can see it doesn't sit high off the wrist at all, so it won't fit under those just cuts very nicely. So if you're interested in this watch for the lowest possible price, check out our website at jazztime.com with the lowest prices guaranteed. If you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe below. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.